Hey, what's going on everyone? We finally have something very cool to talk about for the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. A new storyboard has popped up online which details a sequence involving Darkseid, which would have revealed a bit more about that Knightmare sequence that we saw in Batman v Superman. Obviously now we know that a lot had been cut out of Justice League and drastically changed from the film that Snyder had intended to release to what we actually saw theatrically. It's also kind of a shame that all of this stuff is kind of popping up now that the dust is kind of settled and the film is out on digital. I think it's possibly out on Blu-ray soon as well, but a lot of people are kind of digging into it, watching the behind the scenes reels, looking at the deleted scenes that were actually featured on the home release, and kind of looking at what could have been with this film. Now, this storyboard is of course drawn by Zack Snyder, as he does for pretty much all of his films. He certainly has for the DC films. You can go back and look at stuff that he drew for Justice League and BVS, but this storyboard actually shows off the Knightmare sequence involving Darkseid that was going to be in the film. We'd heard about this from plot leaks that showed up right around the release, actually back in November on Reddit and 4chan and sites like that, people talking about this Darkseid sequence in which we would have seen the Knightmare stuff pop up again. Now in the storyboard you can see Darkseid sitting on his throne with the mother box coming towards him, and we can see the entire earth pretty much being destroyed. And a really cool thing actually involved in this is you can actually see the Hall of Justice. That's a very big nod to the comic books, the Hall of Justice being destroyed there with the Omega sign on the ground. So pretty much kind of like what we saw in BVS of the Knightmare sequence, like the surface of Apocalypse, but with a little bit of stuff added, and of course a good look at Darkseid himself. Now it's unknown whether this would have been during the film or a sequence towards the end or an after credits thing. There was a rumor that this was going to be during the climax of the film when Superman was trying to snap out of Darkseid and Steppenwolf's control, that he was going to have a vision of Darkseid and kind of see what he was planning to do with the Earth had Superman joined his side, and that was the event that compelled Superman to join the rest of the Justice League and defeat the forces of Steppenwolf. So drop your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you guys think about this? Again, it's unfortunate that this stuff is showing up because we're probably never going to see it or anything like it in the DC universe, as Zack Snyder probably planned this to be part of Justice League 2 when Darkseid himself was going to come to Earth and try and finish what Steppenwolf attempted to do. But like I said, drop all your thoughts down in the usual spot, and for more updates on everything in the DC universe, be sure to subscribe to Hybrid Network. Thank you guys again for checking this video out. If you want to get even more updates from us, check out our social media platforms, our website for news and editorials, and if you want to see our content improve and help us out, donate to us on our Patreon and you can get exclusive rewards.